Hello, welcome. This is Project HeroQuest. My name is James Spada, the Galactic Matador, and tonight we're gonna paint HeroQuest doors. Everybody loves doors. There's about, 16 of these doors, 70, there's an odd number of doors, but we're gonna be painting them tonight. Let's see, I have already completed some test doors, just to see what they look like. And let's just, so we have the open arch door. You see right there. Get that going on. Pretty cool. We also have a closed door example that I did in this illustrious blue with brown vines. In tonight's stream, we're going to try to tackle, also did this one. Like with red vines. In tonight's stream, we're going to try and tackle 4 doors. They're going to be the closed set of doors. Get these doors out of the way now. Oh, so many doors. Go over here. And so tonight we're going to tackle 4 doors. Hopefully in about an hour and a half. This is going to be like some kind of speed paint. Maybe. We're going to be using so we're going to do a dry brush first with Vallejo Gray Primer because I love it to death. All these, by the way, have been Vallejo Black Primered. Then we're going to paint a door red with transparent red. We're going to do a green door with Pro Acrylics Transparent Green Monument. And then a traditional brown door. Then I have not quite figured out exactly what we'll paint last door. Maybe we'll get some suggestions in the chat. It'd be nice to find that out. Anyways, I got my dry wet palette over here. I got a dry glass palette here. Must be better scent. I got my washing mug right here full of water. I'll be using 3 brushes this evening. A dry brush, a fine point synthetic, and another semi-fine point synthetic. And if these don't hold up through the entire process, a whole bank of more just over there. All right, so first we're gonna start off dry brush, give it some life. That's gonna go in here. Put it there, here, right there. Put off with a little bit. I like this this primer because it's very thin. Goes on really well, and gives a nice consistency. What we're gonna do is dab a little bit on. If you've never painted before, welcome. We're gonna do a little paint right here on the brush. We're gonna dab it out. Then we're going to basically, if I get this in camera, start brushing back and forth. Dry brush to give texture. Go up to the top there, to the front. Like so. We will dry brush pretty heavily. I noticed doing the test doors that they were very tenacious in the grooves. Trying to always angle it towards the camera. This is the inaugural stream, so it'll only get better from here. Drybrushing. So, you know what I need? I don't have my glasses. Who starts a stream without glasses? I'm just like, just dry brush till you can't see no more. You do that, Spada. Here, dry brush. You see, I'm not really, taking a lot of care, taking some care. But not a whole lot of care, just a little. Let's see. What does one talk about? Probably talks about, well, I don't have my glasses. I'm gonna get up in here. So a good way to dry brush is always kind of go against the grain, so to speak. You want to be able to pick up the texture, so wouldn't want to go up and down in this door because the grain of the wood goes up and down. You want to go side to side, right? You want to maybe focus on some spots to get a lot of extra dry brushing, like the handle there. Want to, you can also go nice and smooth. Get the sides, top spot, that's where all the action is. We get the sides here. That door handle real good. Bad boys in the center here. They're gonna catch a lot of light. Edges, those vines, also very important because we're gonna highlight each one of these vines. Good to pick them up. And of course, as we paint with the transparent colors, it will hopefully pick up the dry brush highlights. And you guys will wait just about 40 seconds. I'm gonna go get my silly glasses so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Here, watch this door. Don't enter at the time. And now I have glasses. Oh, good lord, that's what the door looks like. So, what I like to do when I do bulk painting is, of course, don't stop on one. Try and get all the dry brushing in the doors that you're doing. That way you're not stopping, right? And if you get too much on there, a little bit of rub on a paper towel. We'll clean it up some. Mistakes are welcome. Mistakes happen. It's okay. You're probably thinking, why are you painting? HeroQuest. You play video games. Well, a friend of mine in Ireland, who will remain nameless, bought this HasLab HeroQuest re-edition. And of course, they don't ship overseas. Poor bastard. And yeah, it delivered my home so I could caretake it, and then we were going to ship it to them. But with the pandemic and all, shipping is like super expensive. It costs probably over $100 to ship this to Ireland. Then on top of that, it has to go through customs. It'll be another $100. Help us all. Just for a tiny board game with some plastic pieces. So we decided that it would be cool if I got to paint the minis that come in the box while we wait for pandemic restrictions at work to lift, and they send me for work to Ireland, and I'll just put it in a suitcase and bring it with me. It'll be fine. Never even left. I want to make sure. Oh, keep forget I gotta get inside the lines. So I painted this door, the side of the door yet. We're gonna get in there right now with this little dry brush action. See how fast this is? Don't be afraid. Just dry brush the hell out of it. Honestly, like a little bit of luck, we're gonna pick it up with the transparent colors or the color you put over it. The important thing here is when working with these monument transparents, you don't want to have to go can let the white do some of the work for you, or the dry brush, and it will let the luminosity of the paint underneath.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
So there's that. Right. Door number 2 is completely dry brushed. Congratulations. Let's move on to door number 3. What could be behind it? Just hammer it. Bam, hammer it on. Don't worry about it. It's gonna look good because we're gonna put a wash on later. Washes save the day. Don't be afraid. It's a dry brush. It's there for me. I probably put too much paint in my paint pan. Even all this dry brushing. The important thing is I really want to try and make these vines stand out because those are going to be taking the color. So my plan is if you paint a door blue, pick another complementary color to kind of, or an opposing color in the color wheel to be its opposite in the vine color. So like I did one with red. So if we do a green door, I think it'd be cool if we had red vines on the green door. We do blue, maybe we do purple vines because it's a complementary color. I think it's a complementary color. We do brown. Maybe we do white vines. That'd be kind of cool. Let's get his face. Each door has a face. What I'm gonna do with the keystones here? I'm painting these metallic silver. They come out cool. Ooh. Now we're gonna get in here and hit this door in the center. Going back and forth. Down, hold it right there. I'm gonna leave maybe the blend it out some, but maybe the bottom of the door will have more paint shining through the top because that's how it works. Top a little bit darker, do the gradation lighter to dark. I want to make sure that let's get the stones. Under fairly well. Some of these stones are too white. Luckily, we're using the stone gray. Right, and the wash, once applied. Bam. Maybe in this keeper, maybe in this dungeon setting, the latches on the door are brighter on the top. It gets light. Also thinking like on some of the doors we'll do the hardware silver, we'll do black, we'll do bronze. Break it up because you know every door could be different inside the dungeon. Good.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Right. Nope, almost forgot this side. Just lightly splash back and forth like you're brushing your teeth. If you're afraid, get rid of the cavities. That door, by the way, is finished. You can see it's a little bit lighter a little gradation maybe at the top. It's going to show wear differently when we apply the transparent paints. Whew. Getting warm in here. Computer hot. Sure you can see what's going on here. So, like I said before, don't be afraid. Just try brushing. Painting is not rocket science unless you make it rocket science. Watching this guy paint minis for a couple of days on the YouTubes. His name is Marco Frazinio or something like that. Good lord, he's a good painter. I will not be painting like that this year. He uses oils for like washes and color theory. I can't remember enough color theory from my art school days to save my life. Look it up. So there's that. But I think we know what looks good and what doesn't look good. We play it by ear. Right? So what's the plan for this project, you're asking? Here, let's turn the door like this. What's the plan for this project? This project will hopefully span a couple of weeks, probably 4 or 6. I don't know exactly how many episodes there'll be, but we're gonna work through the furniture, then some heroes, then some villains, then some alternative heroes, and then additional villains. We're gonna do a mix of painting styles, whether it's dry brushing, washes, a little airbrush work. There's a big dragon and some gargoyles with huge wingspans. I think those might look really cool, like airbrushed. We'll try some different things. It's gonna be fun. But this is gonna be one of those long projects. We'll see. If you have an interest in learning to paint, from someone who learned to paint the hard way, you can check out my YouTube channel, also GM Spada, and there's a series of tutorials that go over some of the principles of miniature painting, but at the time I was not into miniature painting. I was into custom toy work. So you can see me, my example is painting up a Carbonite Han Solo, taking it from that plasticky, shitty toy look to what he might look like if really in carbon. Those are really cool. Check those out. Yeah, so there's that. There's also a bunch of really cool YouTubers that do really good miniature stuff, like Ninjon, and there's a preaching guy, Jorgen, or something like that. Does 4K, Warhammer. There's the Paint More Mini guys. Paint More Minis. He's pretty cool. There's a whole bunch out there. But I like those guys. Kind of fun to watch. There's Tabletop Time with Jezza. Kind of reminded me of myself. It's like, you know what? I should paint again. So I got to painting again. That's pretty good. Little systematically worn. These highlights, lowlights, mo-lights. Alright, how's that door look? Dry brushing right there. Boom, 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 boom. Hit me. Sometimes you can go in and, you know, kind of just feather, really catch some edge highlights. Spots you might want to, like these right there. edge highlight across the top here with a dry brush.
Do you have money? You can buy anything.
All right. I think we're done dry brushing. That's a good thing. Let's see here. Here for a second, then we will clean out paint. This. Scooping this out. Don't want to leave you guys. Don't want to leave you guys. Don't rinse it out in the sink or anything, so we'll just boom.
Do you have money? You can buy anything.
All right. Questions. What I do. Recap. Dry brush. Just one color of dry brush. Because what we'll do at the end is we'll come back, do some edge highlighting to bring out any of the things that we dulled down with the washes. Should be 9 to 5. And I'm trying to get a wet palette. Being a water in there. Gives you a thing or two. So, probably thinking like, Spot it. What kind of wet palette you got? You got one of those forever wets. Got one of those stay wets. One of those wet wipes. Nope. I made my wet palette after watching a really cool video from that Italian guy, Michael Frizzoli, that hey, true Italians get their palettes from
Do
candy.
you have money? You can buy anything.
Like hot damn, I like candy. Mix this water. There. Right the inside of the palette. We don't want to add too much water to the paint. Just want it slightly coming up. Alright, so real fast, here's a look at the palette that we'll be using tonight. It is, of course, your Ferrero Rocher chocolate container. It is the best. It really does a good job. So let's see.
Do you have money?
Reason why we paint all these at once is so that we can get them kind of the first one will be dry by the time we're ready to start. So that first one we did, we're gonna make this the red door. What's cool is we're gonna shake this bad boy up. We're gonna make our own contrast paint. Think it. So how do you do that? How do you do that? Well, as you may know, contrast paint is expensive. However, you can go to your Citadel local store and get technical contrast medium. Technical contrast medium. This stuff is the juice that makes contour paint, contrast paint. So, thanks, bunny. I shake it good. So, technical contrast medium is what makes contrast paint work. This Monument Pro acrylic transparent is a really good medium to mix with it to make your contrast paint on the cheap. So here we go. We're gonna add a little bit of this wet palette,
Do you have money? You can buy anything.
maybe like 4 or 5 drops. Get that door in there. Then we're gonna add contrast medium. My other brush. Use my other brush as a brushy thing that you brush stuff into. Go open up the. So the one thing I hate about Citadel stupid caps. I don't know if they were sitting somewhere and they're like, hey, let's come up with the stupidest cap idea ever. But they surely did. So I guess this is really good if you like want to use this to brush with, but so bad. We're gonna get in here, we're gonna put this on our wet palette away from our reds. I know you can't see my wet palette. Imagine it in your head, doing about maybe a 1-to-1 ratio of the contrast medium to the red. After we get this, we will have a very thin down red that we can paint with. So let's get this here. See that the red, this beautiful red, we will use brush, water. Go with this one. Water, get her all juiced up and ready. I'm gonna paint with the grain. What's cool about this contrast medium, now that you made your own, that it wants to flow all those nooks and crannies. Kind of cool. It will seek out those nooks and crannies, but it won't necessarily bunch or pool in a bad way. What's nice is it is letting that luminosity dry brush through. I'm thinking like spot it, but it's a pink. This will probably do another coat. At least. Nobody feels threatened with a pink dungeon door. Buddy asks, a dry palette doesn't sound nearly as fun. But that's why I have this Diet Dr. Pepper in pocket. My palette is not so dry. The downside to painting, which, you know, necessarily a pro for a streamer, that you have to look down a lot. Really makes for interesting video of someone's head. The good news is that if you miss it here, I plan to make a much shorter YouTube version. Just me painting for like 3 minutes and then producing 4 doors. Funny you have the COVID costume. No fun. No fun. I hope you feel better. Not fair to have a COVID cough.
Do you have money to
The part here is to get in the nooks and the grannies. Get a good solid. Remember that if you're making mistakes, it's okay to make mistakes. All you want. You fix them. Painting. It's true.
do you have money
Ooh.
to buy anything?
Alright, so far here we're at. It's a red door. It looks a little glossy. Once it dries, it will be flat. Backside or the front side. Depends on the dungeon master. And if he wants to put his HeroQuest doors facing this way or the other way. So, for those who don't know, HeroQuest is a game from like 1986. from Milton Bradley. Yes, you old fucks. Milton Bradley. It is perhaps older than me. Not older than me. Thank God. I never played it as a child because either A, I was not allowed to own things with small objects, or likely, I was a cool kid that played with Star Wars. I was beating up on people who played Dungeons and Dragons. Ooh. I think for like the second stream we do this, I would watch another minifig streamer, see what they talk about for the hours on end it takes to do this. And then maybe, just maybe the next stream will be like, here's the final finishing touch. Or the fun part of painting. If there is a fun part, I don't know yet. Bunny, can you think of a fun part of painting? I don't know. Be a fun part of painting. Some people do it to relax. I don't know if I'm one of those people. Have you played Lost Ark at all? Or looked at it? No, I have not played Lost Ark. I heard it is ravaging the Steam charts. Getting all the plays. All the cool kids are playing it. They're streaming it. They're making the monies. They're, paying for their Botox injections and plastic boobies and their gamer chairs. I have not a chance to get a gamer chair. I have an office chair. Thanks, Twitch. All right. Backside of door done. Yes, have you not watched Happy Trees Guy? Happy Trees Guy, is he playing Lost Ark so you can see the sun's a little wet. Contrast paints, for whatever reason, take a little bit longer to dry than regular acrylics after you add the technical contrast medium. By the way, Taco Bell, not a sponsor. Oh, you talking about Bob Ross? I've seen Bob Ross, but I don't think Bob Ross streams anymore because he's dead. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do painting and ASMR. How's that? Now if I could just get into a hot tub. Woo! Touch myself. Yeah, awesome. Probably not a hot tub. Alright, so now we're gonna add some white to the wet palette. That way we can get a little bit brighter. You need much more chewing. If I have one of those like what is it, those giant plastic double-eared microphones, I could lick on it or something, like that woman that shall not be named that I've never seen before. Also, for Christmas, I want one of those vortex scientific shaker things, because this is stupid. Doing this is stupid. So, what's up next? Vallejo model color acrylic white Blanco. I'm gonna add that to the wet palette. Just a dot, enough to kind of pull it into the red and get some a little bit higher highlight color. We're gonna take a short break, let it dry for a second. Woo. Get the heat on. The heat is on. Burning, burning, burning. I found another exciting tool to use while you paint is a toothpick. As for some reason in Texas, no matter how well you seal your paints, stupid ass weather, dryness gets to it, dries it, seals the little things. Stab it, make it work. I hate stabbing, but it works. What is next? All right. Red dry yet? Just about. We don't want to hit it yet. Let's see. While we're waiting on the red to dry, let's do a green door. Look, ASMR. That's my small testy inside the bottle. Check it out. We got Monument acrylics, Pro acrylic transparent green will be the next door color. Check out the ASMR. Oh, unless you hit your microphone. All right, we're gonna place a couple of dots of this in here as well. And of course, when we're done here, I will show you our wet palette. Get out the contrast medium again. Give it a little shake. Put on the glasses so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Make sure that our brush that we used to is for the red over it is clean. Oh my god, it's so not clean. What the hell? Contrast medium down. Green right here. Mix it in. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this green looks phenomenal. See, that's the green that we'll be using on the door. It's very Christmassy. Make sure this crappy lid is on. Move these other paints out the way. Grab a door. Start painting the green. The idea here is to try and get through these 4 doors, but I hope 4 doors, in a timely fashion without me running out of exciting things to talk about.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Think that's possible? I don't think so. Let's see. Let's talk about Super Bowl Sunday. For those of you who watched the Super Bowl, congratulations. We were able to find a good 4 hours time killing. Those of you who watched the commercials, congratulations. You only managed to waste a fraction of that same time. I watched the Super Bowl and to watch it every year. I'm not quite sure if I watch it for the commercials or for the crappy playing. Either one seems to work. All I can say is at least this year, Tom Brady didn't win. Did he? Slide up a little bit. So what's nice about these contrast paints or these, transparent, once you get them in a really good mix, they tend to just flow like magic where they're supposed to, and not to like overshoot, go onto things you don't want them to go onto. It's almost
If you have money, you can buy anything.
magic works. So important thing about paints, I'm going to push the color into where you want it to go. So if you want it to be more opaque, push the color of it. You push it. If you draw it to you, you're actually drawing the paint closer to you and away from where you want it to go.
If you have money, you can buy
Dabble,
it.
dabble a little bit. Gonna be darker green in there, especially around the corners here. Pushing it in. Pushing it in. She said push, push, push it in. Alright, that looks pretty good. Very vibrant. Once it stops being glossy, it's gonna look awesome. Imagine we do one door that's like blue on one side and red, green on the, or red on one side, green on the other. Like a red light, green light. I suppose I could have done that. That would have been cool, because then you could do doors of any shape or size or color. Yeah, I just messed up a little bit right there, so we're just gonna pull it away because it's not dry yet. It just came off hinge, and then I went and put more on the hinge again. Because you know, you start getting sloppy. Right. What's gonna be nice is we're gonna paint that over once it's over. Keep remembering to focus on the camera. So hard. Super Bowl, yes. Thinking like, Spotto, you were talking about the Super Bowl, then you stopped. What happened? I bored the shit out of it. Had some really good snacks at the Super Bowl. That was cool. We had like pork bellies that were smoked, and like roasted pork shoulder that was like barbecued for like an hour and a half, low temperature. That was really good. There was lots of adult beverages, though. For once in my life, no, saying once in my life is probably not an accurate statement. I did not really drink. I had one glass of Japanese whiskey. I think it was called like Sakurakai or something like that. Really good. Fine single malt, if I remember correctly, from the shores of Japan, which is right at Ireland. It was really good. It was very stout. It was like 86 proof, which was ooh. Tasty. So I had one of those. Miniature painting, it's okay to drink because, Lord, look what you're doing. Right, hold on a second, I just want to get a good look at this to make sure tonally this first coat is on there good. Pulling where I want to. Couple of spots to touch. Touch too much. Feel like a touch too much. Alright. Second side of the door. Completed. Back side of the door. Drying. Alright. So while that's drying, we clean out our brush. Always clean out your brush. At the end of this stream, this will be an NFT. Okay, non-fungible tokeness. I like the female versions. Let's take an eye socket break. Don't forget, if you have questions about drinking, how to paint, why the hell I'm doing this, let me know. Actually, the reason I'm doing this is because I mentioned earlier, my friend bought this game. It's in Ireland. He's not going to be able to get it for a little while. So painting the minis that are included in the game. And I told him, hey, you know what? I will show you these minis while I paint them. He'll probably watch this live stream tomorrow while he works. And in the morning when I go to work, because it's a 6-hour difference, in the afternoon for him, he'll be like, Spada, that was amazing. You're the best. You're the greatest, my friend. I owe you first name of my child. She'll be Spada. I'll be like, that's cool. I can dig it. So that's why I'm doing it, really. The naming rights of children. All right, so let's repeat the process of that last door, but with the color brown. I can't believe how much paint is all up inside this. Here's the brown. Monument acrylics, transparent brown. Ready for the ASMR? Get some down in here. Get some over here. Get some a little bit over here. Yes. If I just do it like this. Oh yeah. Just mixing that paint. Just mixing it. This is not that kind of stream. Not that kind of stream. Just mix, but you don't know. You don't know. That's just paint. All right. Dab a little here. Boom, boom, boom. This up. Boom, boom.
Money, you can buy anything.
And then clean right there. Grab our contrast medium, technical medium. Go a little double. So what's cool is we can use these clear paints that don't have the contrast medium in them to the vines on the sides of the doors when it's done. So like the blue door or the green door can have red vines, the red door can have green vines, the brown door can have brown vines. I'll try to get up on brush. I do. All right, we're gonna take this new door. It's a brand new door. It's a brand new day. Grab this technical medium, lather it in, real good like. It's gonna be one of those really cool wood-like doors. Have you ever seen a wood-like door? Probably not. You're young. Nowadays, you just have Ikea doors. Always try to paint into the camera, no matter the style, right? Right there. Oh no, right here. Always paint in. No, plug it.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
See how easy that contrast medium just flows inside these doors, or into the grooves of the wood. Not quite a wash, but not quite not a wash. Like whole new medium. Sense. Notice that you can push it. You have to push it into the places you want. You could technically make like an old cedar door by just using gray. I haven't tried that yet. Like a gray contrast medium. That might be kind of cool. This door is certainly going to look old and busted. What do you think? Kind of old and busted. Make sure that I haven't missed a spot. Right inside there. Bam. think I got it. I think I got it, peoples. It's around. We are almost 3 doors. We're like 2.5 doors in. Only thing left to do after this is a bunch of vines and door hardware and keystone faces. Shoot me now. Who said spotted this is a good idea? The painting live. Good idea. You like to make content. You a dumb motherfucker. You like to entertain people you don't know. You a dumb motherfucker. I'm gonna try and get a bunch of the brown almost to the bottom of the door, because I want the bottom of the door here to look like it is where all the wear has taken place. I think that will look. Not so bad. We're looking at 9:29 p.m. Central Time. Drink. So we're gonna set this aside to dry. Ah, I said dry. Think about the 4th door. What do we think? I think like a bronze wooden door would be cool. Gold door. I think a gold door would be kind of cool, don't you? I think that might work. Let's try a gold door. So we're gonna bust out the Vallejo acrylic. Gold. We're gonna shake it up. Over here and over here. And right here. I know it's like ASMR. We're gonna use it in our gold, in our glass the bowl here. We're gonna try and keep it to one side so we can use the other side for silver. Wondering, we want to tint it a tiny bit brown. That might work. Let's try tinting it 1, 2. So we're gonna tint it brown. Bit of water. So you're probably thinking like, why would I tint it brown? Brown, hopefully, darken it down a little bit. Yeah. You could probably use a little bit more brown. About 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again. Oh yeah, this is gonna be one shiny door.
Do you have money for mine?
Here our gold is. Our new gold color. I'm gonna try and get it down here. Wish me luck. Never done this. Probably need a little bit of water.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Thin it out. So because this gold is so much more opaque, I'm going to cover over Drybrush a lot. However, the luminosity of the Drybrush should poke through a tiny bit. I've certainly mixed up a little too much gold. It's good. We can use the gold to, I don't know, do one of the vines in. Be kind of cool. Make sure you can see what we're doing here. You're probably thinking like, Spotty, you've ruined the door. Ow. Why, my friend? Why have you ruined? I bet you my friend Paul's like, Spotty, it's a door, it's cold. I don't want it cold doors. And I'm like, dude, just let it gold. Everybody loves gold, right? Everybody loves gold. Everybody loves gold. Especially like a brown tinted gold. Oh, we got a little bit of. It was a network error. No. Click here to reload the printer. Oh, we're still painting. That's good. Don't like network errors. You can see that even, maybe you can't see, but the gold is still a little transparent. Kind of nice. It means it's at least allowing for the door luminosity behind the door to shine through a little bit. So it looks like an old, burnt out gold door. We'll do this side's much darker of a door, so I bet you it's gonna come out even cool. As I blind myself with the sheen of the gold door. What's cool here is because I mixed up this gold, and it will be the first to dry because the other stuff is on the wet palette. We will use it to paint some vines. HeroQuest comes with 4 closed doors, I guess. The heroes must open 5 closed doors. And then like 50,000 other open doors that are just arches. All of them have vines, all of them are exactly the same, all of them will take as much work to do. I probably won't paint those on the stream, because who wants to see you dry brush for 14 hours? Nobody. Nobody. Sure. How mmany people watching the Olympics and liking them? That's the question. Liking them. I've watched some figure skating. Apparently I wasn't supposed to do that because it's evil. Figure skaters should burn hell. So there's the back side of the front side of the door. Here's the back side still drying. Boom. See, yes, I painted over some. That's cool. We're gonna grab one of these arches that we have dry brushed, and we're gonna paint some gold vines, because vines can be like literally any color you want. Okay. This is where wearing glasses comes in really handy, because motherfucking vines be small. Really small. I don't know why these vines are so small. I would think that after eons of being in a dungeon, it would grow superhuman sizes. Kill people. No. It's some tiny ass vines. Thanks, Hasbro.
Get money for money.
What's cool is on darker archway lines really stick out. We'll definitely show it once we're done painting. Line goes into the door archway. My God. About the side, the side's done. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Gold arches.
Get money, you can buy anything.
Now we gotta paint the other side of the arch. This that's fine, it goes pretty high. Cool about gold is you don't necessarily have to do the highlights, which is nice. So to break things up, we're gonna paint some of the hinges on where the other door's gold. Then we'll do some black. I'm losing my mind, losing my mind. Because you don't want to waste paint. You don't want to like paint a bunch of stuff and like, oh, I just want to switch colors now. That would be wrong. It'd be a waste of paint, especially since we're doing a lot of repetitive tasks here.
Get money for money.
Repetitive tasks that kill you. Probably get like painter's carpal tunnel or something. Thing. All right. Look at that. Gold, baby. On the YouTube stream, I will probably insert some high quality photos. These look pretty good. All right, what door should have gold hinges? Probably the red door. Do you think the red door looked good with gold hinges? I think the red door was great with gold hinges. Gold hinges and green vines. Painting these hinges real fast. You see? You can see. Now that we're getting down in it, I'll be less talkative. I have to focus on the little things in life. Literally, things up at 32 millimeters in size. Little things. I think be good. Here a little bit.
Get money for money.
Problem with paints is that they have edges. Just right. Look at that. That just looks regal. Like it's in a castle, a dream castle. Barbie's dream castle. Barbie Streamcasting.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
This side. Of course, at the end of the video, we'll show a little preview of what might be next. It's furniture. We're continuing to do furniture. There's a shit ton of furniture in this game. Literally, I think it is the Dungeons and Dragon Boys version of Barbie's Playhouse, because there's so much furniture. Like mantles, bookcases, torture racks. Every good Barbie castle has a torture rack. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe right there. A little bit. There a little bit. Oh yeah. A little bit right there. Oh yeah. Right. What do you think? There's the one side. There's the other side. Go back and add in second set of washes. So I have a whole big ass wet palette or dry palette here of gold paint. Ooh. Feel like a prospector. Not gonna be able to use it all. Okay. You want to make the head gold, or do you want to go? Let's fuck it.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
This whole door screams gold, baby. You know what's nice about all this medieval Dungeons and Dragons shit, 40K, whatever? You can do whatever the hell you want. Because it's fantasy. Fantasy means you can do whatever the hell you want. The only thing you can't do, accidentally fill up paint. That's just lazy marking. So when you accidentally fill up the eyes with paint, you go in, see how, so mistakes are made, see how the eyes are full, grab your brush, unload it, boom, get in there and use it to suck up the paint. Later, you're going to want to watch your watch to get in there. So let's check out a little before, a little after. Well, yeah, you can see inside his eyes. Same with this side.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Yeah. Tell that my brush is getting to the FU state. Now, that is finished. One little spot right there. HeroQuest goal, baby. We just made Trump Arch, Trump Door. Has returned. Whew. All right, let's take it right. Sweating to the oldies here. Made my office here. About 10,000 degrees. Killing me. Alright, let's see what we can get going here. Now, we're going to use, we will do brown and we will do green vines. Use this contrast medium a little bit. See how this actually works. Curious. No. Don't use contrast medium as vines. Actual transparent green. See it? Using this transparent green may save us from having to do a lot of highlights because the dry brush will show through. Maybe.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
We'll see. So I have not used the transparent paints to just paint because they be transparent. I like my colors. Turn the palette here so I get to the green paint easier. Make sure I don't. A palette. I try. My palette's good enough. Please don't act like my palette. Air bubbles, tryouts. Tonight's happy parchment paper brought to you by HEB. Can't see them. Get in those crevices here a little bit. There are so many vines. Somebody in the chat wants to tell me how these vines got into a dungeon underground with no light. You tell me. That would be great. We get the side all lined up. Looks pretty good too. Kind of vibrant. This other side. This other side has a lot of built-up dry brush. Hopefully the wash will knock down. Looks okay. Anybody out there? Anybody out in the chat? Anyone still watching? Probably not. I probably put you to sleep. Probably put you to sleep. That's okay. So I'm gonna be here until it's done. You can't stop me. For this, probably just go to sleep.
If you have money, you can buy
Playing tomorrow that my eyes don't work. This shit is small. Chances are I'll edit the YouTube video real briefly, then pop off to sleep. Not quite sure exactly how the YouTube video will look. I'll probably overdub my voice. Probably not. I'll just zoom in right here. All right. Green. So, one green. Let's do the gold in green. There's lots of, I have a lot of green left. Green is what makes the world go round, right?
if you have money.
Let's get in here. I know one thing. Next time I do this, add some more lights. It's gonna dark ass in here. Also, note to self, for the future ones that you do, get the heroes, make sure you clean up the flashing. Oh, poor.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Some of these doors, I know, I'm not so interested about, not so worried about on the doors because there's a lot of texture going on here. But you can see there's like there's a small hold line right there. I probably could have cleaned off with a little razor blade. But I was in a rush to prime these bad boys because my friend Paul was like, "Oh, it's taking so long. When are you gonna start painting them? Oh my gosh, it's all your fault. Can't sleep at night because I know you're not painting." Right, actually, none of that happened, but I pretend that it did in my head. Don't know why the artist folded this. The vine like this, sometimes they're really hard to see. They're not very textured well. Blend in surrounding stone. Alright, that side looks finito. Look at that. Mi parla italiano. Oh, molto bene. Alright, here we go down this back side. Nice about having a wet palette is that tomorrow, if I do this again with different stuff, these paints should still be fairly viable. So I won't have to mix up or use more green. Green will be red to go. So many vines on this door. Oh my god. Oh, no vine there. Oh, and one last vine right here. Which you probably can't see. Because I'm vining it out.
Do you have money for mine?
Boom. Vines. Tell your best friends. Alright, eyeball break.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
This green one, green door. We will do the vines in red. That palette. Stay in the wet. Alright, let's see. Anybody check out the new Star Wars Old Republic trailer? Made by ILM. Not check it out on the the EA YouTube page or the Star Wars Old Republic page. It's pretty cool.
Do you have money for mine?
You guys see that? Yes, you can see it. Just barely.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Damn it. Too much flow. This red's getting out of control. This is when using a more traditional acrylic red probably pay off. little too watery in the Fortunately, you're going to see properties of different paint colors and pigments differently. Just perfect. It might just be too opaque or too transparent, or flow differently. Like, seek out the crevices. Bunch of vines together. Pick out the right ones.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna succeed. Look for some spots that might have mist. Still looks pretty good. Still looks pretty good. Not horrible. I didn't mess it up. So here's the red. Here's the green door. Did I miss all those vines there? Yes, I missed a few vines there. But I didn't mess it up. Right there. I think.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
I think that works. So red vines. Again, not perfect, not looking for perfection here. Looking for good color from 2 feet away. Because, right, you know, game table is going to be 2 feet away. Take off the red from your bloody finger. Alright. Go back to green. That seems to work really. Sure. Let's go with brown. Let's try brown. Yeah, brown seems to work pretty well. You can have brown vines, right? I said right. Brown vines. What's cool is they are underground vines, so they don't have to be like vibrant in color. They can be blood in color. Blood. Sure. Get some decent coverage here.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
What do you think? brown. I think I might go with this later with a deeper acrylic. It's got less transparency and more gumption. This not a lot of opacity in it. Luckily this door doesn't have a lot of vines, I don't think.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
So we're safe. Very late. Viney. Shit ton of vines. Stay with me. Different kind of brown, save me. Old. Get the Bugbear Brown. Bugbear Brown. Grass. Brown. Earth. Well, I do grass too. I don't know. What's the difference between grass and gold? I don't know. So we have two browns. We have the Vallejo Leather Brown. And we have the Vallejo Flat Earth. Looking, I'm gonna say leather brown is the color to go with. Well, let's shake this bad boy up. Take a drink. Just a dibble. Brush is good to go. Oh, that's a better brown. Grab some brown from here, from my finger. Paint over. One. So, to you, I think it's this side is the new brown, old brown over here. So you can see it's much more opaque, less transparent. Get in here. maybe we'll go back to the green. You know? Oh, you gotta be careful. So smooth. The worst part. Time, rush, that is probably the number one. Painters guide, don't rush.
Do you have money to buy?
Because when you rush, you miss shit. Alright, door. So this door is nearly finished. It just needs a wash. This door needs the hinges still. This door needs the hinges and wash. This door, hinges and wash. So we're gonna do the hinges in silver and black.
Do you have money?
Silver and black. No, excuse me. Let's turn this off. Let's see if we can turn this inside out. Get a new NFT. We're gonna use Vallejo black because, again, opacity. We want it to be opaque. We don't want it to be transparent like the transparent black we have. We want it to be solid. I want there to like those, just those cast irony hinges you see. IKEA. It's gonna be on our brow. Yes. Cool. I need to add a tiny bit water, dust, thin it up some. Paint is so much more opaque. Will be thicker pigments. Such on much thicker. Key here, of course. I'm gonna take your time.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Just take your time. Don't let the glare get you. This black is very glossy when it's wet. After you paint the black, you can want to like step back a little bit. Look, looks good. That doorknob. Careful. Yeah. Probably quiet right about now. It's okay, we're still talking here. More black paint on here, I think. Here we go. Get it. Alright, now we paint these hinges. Can you see? You can see.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Good Lord, I hope we finish this soon. You may have to watch the rest on YouTube when I apply the washes. Because it's getting hella late. 10:30 Texas time. Since Texas controls all time. It's supposed to stop my beds. Oh, here comes the interrupter. Here. 1 second.
If you have money, you can buy anything. If you have money, you can buy anything.
We're back. Sorry for the interruption. There was some talking going on off stage. And so, very talkative. Talking about Russian ice skaters. It's not what you want on your live stream. Gotta stay out of the Russian thing. Alright. Bam. Like IKEA doors on gold. So good. Well, those two are done. That leaves 2 more doors. Oh. I think we want to do them in the silver or brass. Let's try one in brass. Right. All I want to do is brass. Shake up this brass. So this is Vallejo brass. It looks similar to, bloody hell, similar to gold, but you can see slightly different. It's going to be much more brassy. Contrast medium cap is down. Not buying that again. It's like $8.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Oh, good lord. That splooged out everywhere. This is going to be super bright. But it might look cool. Especially after the wash goes on. Yes. Do it like this spot so they can see. Why do they want to see Spada? You're just painting motherfucking doors. All I know is my friend Paul better like and subscribe. This is what I'm doing it for. Doing it for Paul. And to keep me going insane during this pandemic time. I might use this brass as gold. It's so pretty. See? You can see. They're so small.
Get money.
Look at that. Oh. So brassy. Let's see what else. Who has seen Reacher on television? It's on the Amazon. It's a pretty good show. So I think the Reacher has the ad. Be a little on the spectrum. Sometimes he acts like a normal person. Sometimes he acts like a crazed person on the Ritalin. Almost done. Door. Probably do this other door in black as well. You know what? We'll do it in silver because. Yes. The door handle looks good. With the little ring. Who's excited for the Lord of the Rings Amazon show? Didn't realize it was going to be about all the cool elf characters from the movie. From the books, I should say. Damn. Look at that. That's just awesome. I think so. We have the wood door left. I think the black on the wood is pretty cool. Back to the black. Dun, dun, dun. Remember, this is the Vallejo black, not the transparent black. I don't think the transparent black hold up very well.
Get money.
Another cool thing you can do when you're painting is don't be afraid to move your thing around. Also, many people will paint on a plinth. If you don't know what that is, why not? I often work on plinths, but I have, because I'm cheap, I got me some DIY plinths. They're just drug bottles with blue tack on them, but apparently have benches on them that have to be airbrushed. So I don't have any to work on right now. So I'm just being careful because acrylics are a delicate paint. wouldn't believe it, but very delicate paint. And it's so delicate that your hand oils, the oils which your mother tells you in your hand, and in fact wear off the acrylic while you're using it. Which I know sounds like crazy talk, but I heard about it. It's true. It's not fake news. Some people wear gloves, some people use plinths. Right now, because these are just doors, I don't care so much. Let's handle real fast. Boom, boom, boom.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Don't forget underneath the handle spot where people grab from. Only one more set to do. Kill me. You're probably asking, Spot, why do you use your finger to put the paint on? So you never want to just straight up smash your brush onto your mini, because paint that is loaded on to the tip of the brush just kind of go all crazy and tend to just whoosh its way out. So just knocking it down on your finger, you get a nice even coat. Let me know in the comments if you'd like a different camera angle, maybe from above. I don't know how to do that. Unlike some of these YouTube stars, I have a studio. I've got
If you have money, you can buy anything.
a spare room that is an office that I work in all day, making people safe from account takeovers and account fraud. And at night, I use it to play video games and paint. Might not have all the best ankles all of the times. I will try to work with you people. So demanding.
If you have money, you can buy anything.
Oh, it's the last one. Don't forget, underneath the ring. All right, look at that. We're gonna clean off. Put that there. Grab the thing. And go. Clean up my finger. Best we can. Right. Gonna highlight the doors that we did this evening. Look at this door. You can see it has golden vines. We have this door. It is a red door with gold and brown vines. We have this door,
If you have money, you can buy
which is gold with black hardware and green vines. We We have the door we just painted, which is brown with black hardware and green vines. We have a green door with bronze or brass hardware and red vines. We also painted earlier in the day, or earlier in the week, this door, or archway I should say, with green vines. This was one of our tests. We also did this archway with red vines. You can tell, you can see that the keystone is made of steel. I think that looked cool. This keystone is also steel, but we also did a blue door with silver hardware, and this one has been washed. And it also has brown vines. You can see that the wash really darkens it down. That will be what we do to these other doors. Probably off camera for the YouTube stream, as opposed to on this live stream. So what you'll have to do is check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/GMSpotted, in a couple of days, maybe in a couple of days, and you will see the high-res photos of the final pieces of Project HeroQuest and these doors. I still have shit ton of doors to do. They're all the open archways like these. Again, I will not torture you to see dry brushing after dry brushing extravaganza. Definitely pissed that my wet palette parchment paper is not working tonight. Making me angry on the inside. But overall, I think the stream went pretty well. To highlight all the paints we used this evening, we used Vallejo Black right there, Vallejo White, that right there. We used Vallejo Brass. I believe I used the leather, Vallejo Leather Brown. We also used this really cool Vallejo Gold. We did not use any Vallejo Silver this time around. Monument Acrylics Transparent Red, Transparent Brown, and Transparent Parent. Put it over here. Transparent Green. Also, the star of the show, which we'll put up here, Technical Contrast Medium from Citadel. We'll make our own contrast paints. And last but not least, of course, some Vallejo Gray Primer to do the dry brush over the stone. So I think right now we're pretty good. We're looking pretty good on the doors. We will follow up, and don't forget to follow, check me back. I'm going to be streaming this a couple of times a week until I finish it, which is going to be quite a long time. There's at least 200 figures. There's tiny rats I have to paint. Tiny rats. Who paints tiny rats?
If you have money, you can buy anything.
So check back. Don't forget, Kingdom Spada, Project HeroQuest. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.